We started making names right away, and I loved it. I was robbing drug dealers, and taking their gold right off their neck, and the shit we did, who's gonna call the police on you? A drug dealer?
I can identify with anything that was normal, to be honest with you. But I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
99% of the time, you're gonna disappear.
Just like the Donnie Brasco situation with Lefty.
Yeah, because the reason why they figure it this way. You brought this guy around, he ratted on everybody, now he ratted on you. You might turn around and join him and rat on us, so we get rid of you, there's no connection between there and there, and they get rid of you.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're talking about Lil Boosie getting denied bond. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. I try to drop a new video every day, and I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch my content. So Lil Boosie found himself in a little bit of trouble. Lil Boosie was denied bond on a federal gun charge. So Boosie BadAzz is facing multiple gun charges in connection with a recent arrest by federal authorities and has been denied bond. Boosie faces multiple gun charges. Boosie will have to sit behind bars after a federal judge denied the rapper's bond following his arrest for multiple gun-related charges on Wednesday, June 14th. Boosie's charges include felon in possession of a firearm, transporting a firearm across interstate highways. His next court date is scheduled for the 20th of June. So he will have to sit in prison for 4 more days, but he ain't going nowhere. He's going to end up doing some time behind this. And if you guys don't know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into Boosie's story. If you go back and look into his story, a lot of murders, a lot of different things. And I'm here to bring you guys the truth. So the truth is, Boosie is screwed. Cindy, how are you? Boosie is going to have a bad summer. And he's already starting to sell off some of his cars and this and that. But doesn't look like he's having a good summer. So it says he was arrested by federal agents in San Diego, California this week as he appeared in court for a hearing about a recent arrest in the city for gun possession. The case was dismissed. However, Boosie was taken into custody by federal authorities following the hearing. After his arrest, Boosie's team released the following statement. Boosie asked for prayers as he deals with this unfortunate circumstance in his life. And he hopes that he can rejoin his family soon and knows that God got him. The rapper also released a short statement on Twitter. I want to take this time to apologize to my kids. I'm sorry. I love y'all forever. Boosie also puts up a Rolls Royce for sale. You guys want to see that? I'll show you guys what the Rolls Royce looks like. That Boosie is. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining me today, this morning. Let me show you guys a picture of what Boosie's selling. Here is his Phantom. Boosie is selling his Phantom. Sucks, man. He was riding around in that. I think that might be one of the vehicles he got pulled over in. It's got 42,000 miles on it. I believe, who was it? One of them rappers offered him some money for it. Said he was going to rent it out. But I have a lot of shows planned. I'm going to be doing a show about the aging mobsters who robbed a jewelry store. We're going to get deep into that story, and we have a lot of other stories that we're going to get into. But if you guys like this type of content, hit the like button, share the video. If you can, donate to the channel. If you can't, that's cool too. Comment. You can always share the video on Facebook and Instagram and all that other good stuff. I got some guests that are going to be joining me. Sunday, Jay Davis. He's a comedian, really funny guy. He's going to be joining me Sunday, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. It is going to be hilarious. This guy is super funny. Definitely good vibes. Trying to have a great week this week. So, the weekend's here, and I hope you guys all have a safe summer weekend, and I will be back on later. I got a lot of videos to drop. Today, I'm going to be dropping part 2 of the Ori Spado and Joey Pyle interview. So part 2 will be dropping today. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Someone commented yesterday about the show I did about these guys. About this guy. Hate to break it to you. He cooperated. He denounced his gang. He is no longer affiliated with the gang. And people are trying to say like I'm telling some lies or something. It's the truth. It's out of his mouth. He wrote the letter to the judge, not me. He's the one that denounced the gang, not me. So take it up with him. Oh yeah, he's probably in PC too. But we have some people who had, I don't know if they had dealings with him, but they've seen him in the city, and he's going to be joining me and telling me some stories about some different things that go on in Brooklyn and how the Italian mafia is involved and all kinds of good stuff is on the way very shortly. Casanova. Yeah, Casanova denounced his gang. He's sitting in a prison cell right now in protective custody, I believe. He's a dropout. He's not in the gang no more. He doesn't want to be a gang member. You know, a lot of people, when shit hits the fan, no. They throw the rock and hide their hand. That's the type of people they are. So, you know, they want to play big gangster on the internet. And then when it's time to pay up for the shit they do, no. Get the fuck out of here. Where's all that gangster shit now? Comes along with it. You know, you want to be a big gangster in the street and sell drugs and direct people to do shit to other people. That's what you get. You get prison for that. So, let's see what other stories we got here in the news. The jury indicted the guy who choked the other man on the subway, Jordan Neely. His name was Daniel Penny. He was indicted for the chokehold death of Jordan Neely. Howard Stern's parents were robbed at knife point 5 times before they finally agreed to leave their middle-class home despite their son's insane health. Wow. Howard Stern's parents have always had integral part of a long-running radio show, despite the fact that they haven't appeared on it. The Stern Show in person for years, the self-proclaimed king of all media. I'm the king of all media, damn it. Right here. If you guys want really good information, this is where you come. Chatting with Staxx. And I got a lot of different things I'm going to be bringing you. But let's get back to the story. This hit 5 times. So he's a self-proclaimed king of all media. His famously accurate impressions of them entertain his audience, although most of the stories he tells about Ben and Ray Stern are decidedly depressing. While he may be worth upwards of $650 million today and married to a beautiful philanthropist, Beth, Howard Stern's childhood was anything but glamorous. Most of this has to do with his choice his parents made to live in Roosevelt, Long Island, New York, and then in nearby Rockville Center, both which were predominantly black communities, notably poor and riddled with crime. And despite Stern's success years later, his parents remained in Rockville Center until they got old. And this is where they got robbed at knife point 5 times. Many fans have wondered what happened to Howard Stern's parents after they stopped their frequent appearances on SM radio. Howard Stern Show in the early 2010s, the truth is they both got too old to pop on the radio and embarrass their son on live on the air. This was a great disappointment to fans, given that Stern's compliment relationship with both his father and his mother frequently has them on the air. Let's see. Unfortunately, Howard Stern's father, Ben, passed away in the summer of 2022. His final moments with him were downright heartbreaking. The radio legend has been praying for fortune to keep his ailing mother alive since, at the time of this writing, Ray Stern is alive and living with AIDS in a high-end care facility in New York State. Howard Stern's parents were robbed 5 times at knife point. During his June 7th, 2023 show, Howard Stern revealed that his parents were robbed multiple times while in their home. My parents have been involved in aggravated robbery, Howard Stern said to his longtime co-host, Robin, on air after discussing the topic. Former American Idol contestant, criminal record. Did I ever tell this story on the air? I think how it would be at this time to tell it. When we lived in Roosevelt, and then we moved to Rockville Center. The house was in Rockville Center. Had been after I went to college, they got robbed like 5 times in that house. It was unbelievable, Stern said. The radio legend went on to say that his parents refused to spend money on an alarm system, in which could have solved the problem. However, his mother was also very cocky and didn't want an alarm because it would inhibit her ability to open windows for fresh air. This aggravated Stern for more than one reason. At the time, he was starting to become famous and make a bit of money. Therefore, he didn't want people to think he wasn't helping his parents out financially, but continuously offered them help. But Stern claimed Ben and Ray had to be continuously convinced to accept money. It was in Rockville Center House. There was a safe in the basement, but this safe was constantly kept open because Ben didn't want it in the first place. He was worried that workmen would take notice of it and believe that there was something in it to steal. Yet Ben didn't want to spend any money on getting rid of the safe, so he just kept it open. But they robbed him anyway. There was one point where my parents had so many robberies in their house that my mom had no good jewelry left. Stern said before revealing that he kept buying her new jewelry, but it would end up getting stolen too. I was buying it for my mom. I wasn't buying it for the robbers. He said, I wasn't buying it for my mom. I was buying it for the robbers, so they have something to take. There was nothing in the house. Stern continued to beg his parents put in an alarm system, but their new excuse was that they didn't want to live in fear of more robberies. But it continued to happen. Most of the time, Ben and Ray Stern weren't home when the robbers broke in. But Stern revealed that one time they were in bed and held down at knife point. Wow. I got a call in the middle of the night. They were laying in bed. 2 dudes or 3 dudes. They get woken up, knives to their throats. Stern claimed before adding that he was just shocked by somehow unfazed his parents by the whole ordeal. Even in the moment, they easily calmed and complied with the robbers. And they forked over the keys to their car, their Cadillac, the Cadillac their son purchased for them. Despite Stern telling his parents that they could have been killed, they refused to get an alarm system. By the way, unbelievable. The cops caught the dudes. Turned out there were 2 dudes from Hempstead who were going around Long Island hitting everybody, and they fucked up. The police caught them with my parents' car. They got the license plate, the 2 guys kind of idiots. But eventually, Ben and Ray finally got an alarm after their son continued to plead with them. And guess what? They never got robbed again. They also refused to leave Rockville for a significant period, despite Howard Stern willing to cough up a fortune for them to move out. In their old age, they moved into a swanky apartment with aides until Ben passed away, and Ray had to be moved in a full-time care facility, where she continues to live to this day. So that's the story about how they got robbed 5 times in Long Island. Mobland, what's good? How are you, man? Michael, Cindy, what's up? Johnny Mac, what's up, man? So if you guys like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, donate to the channel if you can. I won't end the stream if you don't. You can donate through Cash App, and every donation helps. I don't care if it's $1. It all goes back into the show. I'm trying to take trips to go meet with other people so I can get interviews for you guys. I'm trying to go back down to Philly. I want to go to California, and I got to get the funds up to do it. If you guys want to help me create more content, hit up the Cash App, and it will help me help you, help me help you. But if you guys like this, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. But you guys are all great. I'll see you guys later on. Don't be a bitch.